Oh, okay, we're doing a bit of castle doubles. We're sitting at 105 with a decent count of points. This team has not failed, but I failed to play this team properly multiple times at this point. It makes me laugh that you're counting down to half an hour. We'll start off with giving Zapdos leftovers just before I forget to do it. So we base the team entirely off trying to explode, basically. 1 second. I'm not sure if this is a 21 IV Honchkrow. Don't think it is. Okay, well that's definitely not a 21 IV Aero 2. It's the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess OST. We need to drop the level of Aerodactyl to make sure it not only is slower than itself, but that it will faint to explosion. The Gliscor is slightly annoying, but I can Shadow Ball it twice. I think this is Hilda. It does. There's a reason for it, which I'll explain probably during this round, which is that we're abusing how the AI will target Pokemon that it thinks it can kill. So we want our lead duo to be on low HP, so the AI doesn't use moves like Double Team. And once we are at low HP, a Zelf can easily get a Salac Berry or a Lychee Berry, which increases the power of explosion massively and lets me explode on much faster Pokemon. So this should be targeting... I was going to Shadow Ball, but actually I've realised that I do need to cover for Destiny Bond on the Stone Edge crit on Gengar. It loses quite a lot. What's good is that we can raise level of a lot of opponents. But the idea is that if we don't need to heal Pokemon, we don't need to spend points on it. So we do lose points compared to just like instantly killing everything with full HP Pokemon. But pretty much in doubles in Gen 4, it's too difficult to do that. So that's a 21 IV Exploud, which means I don't need to check the sets of these two. I know that it's going to be set for on both of them. So yeah, this is a good example. We can just instantly explode in the leading duo, and then Gengar can instantly take out Ludicolo in a safe way. So we'll level up all of the opponents. We don't need to do anything else. So we should get, what is it, 36 points, I think, from winning this. It's very difficult to think of teams. So in my previous streak, which you'll find on YouTube, I was using a team which was abusing Typhlosion and Blastoise using Eruption and Water Spout. That team is not as good as this one, basically. It wasn't a bad team. But yeah, we are basically exploiting how strong Azelf's explosion is. And if we see Damp, like a Pokemon with the ability Damp will prevent explosion, we can just skip it because it's in the castle. Although sometimes I do play out games against Damp. This is Mach 4. It's a nightmare. It's another 21 IV set as well. The AI manipulation is huge, so this is a really good example actually. I'm glad this one came up. See, this Mach is a nightmare because it's got Quick Claw, it can explode, but because I can leave one of my Pokemon at 1 HP, it's always going to Shadow Sneak that Pokemon. So what I can do is leave Gengar at 1 HP for this fight, and I'll use Protect on Gengar. Mach is going to Shadow Sneak Gengar, I don't need to worry about Quick Claw, and then while that's happening, Azelf can just explode. I will have to heal Azelf, so it costs me a little bit of points to do that. But the upshot is that I don't have to worry about, like, I basically don't have to worry about losing at all. So we can level up these two, and Swampert will feint to Gengar as well. So the crucial part is we heal Azelf. We'll throw in the PP heal because it's only cost 2 more to heal HP and PP at the same time. And now that Azelf's at 150, Shadow Sneak won't kill it. So Mach's not going to attack Azelf, it's going to attack Gengar. It is true that Gunk Shot does kill Azelf, but the AI will always go for a kill with a priority move like Shadow Sneak if it sees it. So yeah, that's a summary of how it works, pretty much. There's a Shadow Sneak on Gengar. And there goes Mach and Lantern. I can't predict everything they will do. So for example, the Lantern in this game, it could have used Thunderbolt, Ice Beam or Signal Beam. All I can say is that I know it was going to attack because it saw a kill with those moves. There are a few Pokemon that won't attack a level 1 HP Pokemon, but it's quite rare, and I know what those are. So yeah, this team, the problem isn't castle points, the problem is that I must never make a mistake, because you can imagine if if the strategy is based off exploding, if something goes wrong and we don't explode, we lose. We just lose. There's no comeback. It's all or nothing. It's just completely all in on the explosion. And this is Poliwrath. We are lucky that this isn't damp, it's water absorb. But because this is probably a water trainer, they could have another Pokemon with damp. Okay, Okay, Hypno free does not run damp. It seems like it's a set free trainer then, not a water trainer. Chlorophyll. Victory Bell, I think. Victory Bell free. So once again, there's nothing that interrupts Azelf's explosion. We won't be able to OHKO a level 55 Poliwrath, but we can leave it level 50 and still kill it. And the Victory Bell we can level up, it's fine. I also have to be careful with this team, making sure I've got enough PP left. So we've got 4 Destiny Bomb PP. That's probably good for the end of the round, but I'm keeping a tab on it. I suppose, actually, saying that, I could explode on Victory Bell with Azelf. That would be a good idea. The last part about this team, while I'm talking about it, this Zapdos is incredibly good at winning 1v1s by using Protect and Substitute with Pressure. Basically, if Zapdos is faster than them, it doesn't matter if they have Ice Beam or whatever, we're just going to run them out of PP, and then Zapdos will just win automatically when they start to use Struggle. So this Zapdos used to be an Aerodactyl. The first version of the team was playing with that. It lost at 194. It wasn't Aerodactyl's fault, but I did decide to swap out Aerodactyl for Zapdos. Actually, I should have leveled up the Poliwrath here, because although it would survive the Azelf explosion, I could have just killed it with Shadow Ball. But yeah, we'll explode on this, just to save Destiny Bomb PP. So we got above 1,000 points. Doesn't really mean anything though. Regirock 4 is unfortunately quite a bad opponent. I do have to leave a Pokemon at low HP. The problem is that I can't kill this with Azelf. So there's a good chance we skip this match basically. Regirock is not a good opponent. I think that's Walrein 3. That's also really bad because obviously Explosion can miss that too. Walrein 3 is an example of a Pokemon where I can't reliably predict what it's going to do. It could target anything. So if I heal Azelf, it could still target Azelf with Sheer Cold or Fissure, which is not good. I am tempted to skip this match before I even have a look at the third Pokemon, but if the third Pokemon is very easily handled, I might be able to play the match. That's not it. Heatran is not it. This looks like a classic skip. It would be possible to rig this match considerably in my favour, but it would involve dropping Regirock's level. It would also involve dropping Walrein's level, so that OHKO moves don't work at level 45. And even then, I would have to double heal Gengar and Azelf and Focus Sash Gengar. So I'm not doing that. That's more expensive than just skipping the match. This is a 21 IV. Are you Solrock actually? No, you're not. I was going to say this is a 21 IV Flygon. But it's not, is it? We need... I mean, it does matter. If I had infinite castle points, obviously I'd just be skipping every game. So it matters a little bit. We don't have enough points to skip every game. We get about 1 skip every round, so every 7 games roughly. Oh, we need to check this, if this has damp or not. It does have damp. That might be a skip already. What's rough about this is we can Destiny Bond down one of them, but it's Flygon that moves first. I can't double heal because Politoed might use Hypnosis instead of going for a kill move. Since I don't think Hydro Pump will always kill Gengar. It is modest, but it's just not strong enough. Yeah, generally. There's a few things we have up our sleeve. So the biggest thing this team has is actually the move Fling. So when we fling, certain moves get powered up. So we can fling King's Rock, and it forces them to flinch. It's a bit like the move Fake Out. We can also fling Flame Orb to burn them. We can also fling these two to poison and paralyze. Doesn't happen very much though. And I can also fling the Grip Claw, because that's like a 90 base power dark move. So I might do that. What I might do is... what I'm considering quite strongly now is I can flinch Flygon and hope that Politoed kills Gengar on the Destiny Bond. The issue with that is that Politoed might use Hydro Pump, and if Hydro Pump misses Gengar, then I'm in a rough position on turn 2, basically. So if Politoed didn't have Hydro Pump, we could do that. But this Politoed is basically a known issue for this team. I don't think there's any point checking the last slot, but it only costs 1. Unfortunately, Politoed is also Wakanberry, which means it beats Zapdos. Okay, with Glaceon 4 in last, I'm not playing this game. We've lost quite a lot of points this round. On average, the team does fine on points, but it's really... the singles castle team, it wasn't that important to completely maximise points. This team, it is quite important to not miss out on too many points. That's Gliscor 1. Gliscor 1 is a really unusual one. I think it's only collectors that can have it. So I think that means that the next two have to be set 1 also. I'm not completely certain on that though. Okay, well that's Metagross 1. I think I'm right. I think this is a collector, which means set 1. Yeah, that's Tyranitar 1. So there's several things bad about this. It's funny, it's all happened at once. The Bright Powder Bullet Punch combination is really rough. If I heal both of them, both Gengar and Azelf, it'll force Metagross's Zen Headbutt. But Gliscor can kill Gengar with a critical hit Aerial Ace, so that's not a great plan unless I'm also flinching it. And on top of everything else, Metagross can miss Zen Headbutt into Azelf. So yeah, you have a lot of these games basically like what I'm talking through, where it's like, I should win, but there's like a 10% chance that something misses. And to get the win streak I need to avoid 10% loss chances. About like a 1% might be okay. To be honest, I like avoiding those too. What I'm considering doing is healing both Pokemon. level down Gliscor, explode with a Zelf, and then I Destiny Bond on Gengar. That Gengar being at full health will stop the Tyranitar from using Rock Slide. It'll force it to payback, which is good news for Zapdos. It should be Metagross that feints to Destiny Bond, but even if it's not, that's sort of like okay. The issue is I don't want to play the Tyranitar Zapdos match out really. It's one of the few matchups that Zapdos would lose, so I'm considering alternatives. The Tyranitar is a big problem. I could level down Tyranitar, I suppose. The issue is that even if I do that and create a situation where it's going to feint to Zapdos' Thunderbolt, it can just activate its focus band. So this looks like another skip. It's a rare triple skip. But the way I've lost in the past is by trying to force these matches. The last two streaks this team had, I lost on 194 with over 1,000 points, and I lost on 186 with over 1,000 points, I think. That's rough. That's fine. Not a good start to the stream. Another thing I've done, which might make you laugh, is I've accidentally hit singles. So this doubles team has played a singles round of the 1,000 win streak game, which was interesting. I need to remember that Zapdos hasn't got its leftovers yet. Gliscor free in the immediate next game. Oh no, that's not Gliscor. It's Garchomp. It's not a problem as long as the other Pokemon dies to Explosion, which it does. I think this is completely safe to full level up and just play directly. I will have to equip the leftovers to be safe though. What do you go to? You go to 177. That's still slower than yeah, still slower than Gengar. We do need a Shadow Ball to make sure the sub breaks. Pinsir's more likely to target Zapdos, which is really annoying because I do have to Destiny Bond. In fact, it might be better if Gengar protects as well, because I do not want to waste Destiny Bonds. This is its last Stone Edge. It will now target randomly. I think I'm just going to Thunderbolt it. It does have a Laxing Sense, so I can miss, but it's very... Okay, I did miss. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. We will be able to heal to full. It's actually not ideal that Gengar is at full life. I'd much rather it be at 1 HP because it's easy to heal Gengar, but it's impossible to damage it in the screen before the match. Oh, that's not good for Fortress. I can equip a wide lens and flamethrower. I'm probably gonna have to do that. I'm not sure there's any way through that. I can drop Rhydon's level, I suppose. It's still going to see the kill on the Zelf. If I drop Rhydon's level... I could drop Rhydon's level and Shadow Ball on turn 1 and 2. If Rhydon Quick Claws on turn 2, Gengar gets hit by the second Rock Slide. The problem with that is that Fortress can use Rock Slide on a Zelf. And I can't heal out of Rock Slide range with a Zelf just by using Citrus Berry. And if Gengar gets hit by Rock Slide, Gengar will be in Stone Edge range from a level 45 Rhydon. Don't think there's a safe way to play this match. It's yet another skip. Can I double heal? That's the last thing to check usually. It's a bit unlucky today. Yeah, it happens. There's some days where I lose like 200 castle points, and some days where I gain like 200. It happens. What I think is happening, I'll be honest about this, I think I'm a bit tired and I'm not seeing the more creative wins that this team sometimes demands. So I suspect if I went back and looked at some of the matches I'd skipped, that I would see that I would be able to play them in a certain way. Because there are a huge number of options that this team can do. It's okay though, I don't mind playing tired as long as I don't actually lose. I don't mind leaking points. I can get points back. So the problem with double healing is that Rhydon's going to behave randomly. I guess I can double heal and focus sash as Zelf. I don't like it. Gengar's still at full HP, isn't it? That's the end of the playlist. Okay, refocusing. Intimidate leads are a slight problem, but I can buy a white herb for 5 castle points, so it's not too bad. Ugh. I don't think the Lucario is going to see a kill with Flash Cannon on Gengar, even if I raise its level. I mean, we're playing this game, I know that. The Lucario, I'm going to... What am I going to do with it? I lead off with Destiny Bond. I don't think that's smart. I can go Shadow Ball Thunderbolt. It does have a Bright Powder. I will need to hit... I probably will need to hit 2 Thunderbolts. It might be safer to leave Lucario at level 50, basically. I do have leftovers already equipped. I don't think this is a major concern. I don't want it to see the kill on Gengar, I think. I don't want to risk that. I don't mind risking Gengar outright in the fight, since Lucario does lose to Zapdos. I just don't like the unpredictability of losing points there. So the concern is Water Pulse confuses Zapdos. I will sub to prevent that. It did go for the Flash Cannon. I'm going to go for the T-Bolt kill. That's a huge crit. Okay. Actually, tiny bit annoying because it means Zapdos isn't at full life. It's Empoleon 1-2 situation. I do need to find out which set it is though, because the Aqua Jet being available is very important. It is set 2. That will be a heal on Azelf probably. Looks like it's a starter trainer. Yachi Berry is Torterra 1. I need to make a note of that Gliscor 1 situation for next time. I think it is guaranteed that it's the collector. I will need a choice band to kill this with Azelf. I don't mind buying choice bands on Azelf though, it's not too bad. The Yachi Berry. It's not too bad though. I need to check on Destiny Bond PP. Oh right. Gengar's at full HP. I'd forgotten. What have I already done? I have not committed to the level ups. That's really good. How do I safely play this? I will definitely need to heal as well if I'm playing this game, because I do not want to be in Acrojet crit range at all. I can't risk that. Is it not fine? What is the issue with Choice Band exploding? I can't see it. I just need a Zelf not to be in range of it, it's fine. We'll throw in the PP heal, why not? There's no reason to use Protect. I don't think Gengar's even in rock slide range. I think it would have to hit at least one first. After Curse, I'll be in rock slide crit range, it's true. Is true. I'll have to protect that with Destiny Bond. If it misses 5 rock slides in a row, I might be in trouble. Okay, good. Not too bad, because I can Destiny Bond down the Frostlass. Frostlass will always use Ice Punch on Gengar. The problem is that I've Choice Banded a Zelf, so I can't protect and then explode. So it matters what the final Pokemon is. I unfortunately do not have the PP to beat Lapras. It looks like we're getting rid of Azelf's Choice Band already. The other problem is that there's a Bright Powder here. This is not completely safe. I'm gonna have to put a wide lens on the Zelf, I think. At that point, I guess the match becomes a 1% loss. Although if Lapras doesn't play well versus Zapdos, it's not a 1% loss, it's a lot less than that. I do kill Lapras at level 55 because of how the explosion redirect calculation works, but I do not like raising its level if it's going to face Zapdos in the 1v1. Does it matter? Let me think about this. 13, 18, 26 PP from Lapras. It does not matter. It does not matter if I heal Zapdos or not. It doesn't make any difference. Azelf isn't in range of Frostlass. It's a game if Lapras dodges this. 1% chance. Oh, it's over. The Regirock might be okay here. I need to think about what happens about the Zapdos, I suppose. Let's see what the final Pokemon is. Oh, it's a speed tie with Reggie. Both 70, aren't they? This one feels possible to win. It's just going to be tricky. Actually, Regirock that gets to try and hit Gengar first. I would rather face the Regirock than the Regice for pretty obvious reasons, but is there a way around that? I could flinch the Raikou on turn 1 and hope that Stone Edge hits Gengar. Doesn't seem like a great plan though. The problem is that this Raikou is just too strong. It's just too strong. Even if I drop its level, it's going to be able to OHKO itself. Wise Glass's Thunder from... it would become 165. Maybe I can drop your level. If I know that Raikou's going to target Gengar on turn 1, and I know that Regirock is, then I can fling a Flame Orb at Regirock. And I can then use Destiny Bond onto Raikou. The problem is Raikou could miss Thunder, but that's okay because it leads to an Azelf Raikou Regice 1v1. That's the answer. That's the answer to the problem. I have to fling Regirock. There's a chance that they both miss Gengar, I suppose. That's the hole in the plan. If that happened, what I could do is explode on turn 3 with Azelf. It would then be 3 turns of burn chip on Regirock alongside the single target explosion. Zapdos would be able to finish off Regirock, and Gengar would be able to Destiny Bond Regice on the final turn. I think that's a guaranteed win. God, that's complicated. Let me recap that. First, this has to go down to level 45, so it's not going to target Azelf. Next, I need to heal Azelf. Next, I need to Flame Orb Azelf. Turn 1 of the battle is Gengar baits with Protect, and I burn the Regirock. Raikou and Regirock both attack Gengar. Turn 2 is I Destiny Bond, trying to take out Raikou, and I Protect with Azelf. If Raikou misses, the Regirock will faint. If they both miss, I explode, and Zapdos takes out Regirock on turn 4. Otherwise, Azelf explodes next to the Zapdos. The only problem with this plan is that Regice might survive the Azelf explosion, I suppose. We'll have to drop Regice's level as well then. Because Regice is going to behave randomly, likely to use an unhelpful move. It's turn 3 of the battle, Regirock is still around. I do need Regice to faint. I can't have Zapdos play a 2v1, even for a single turn. So that's a level drop in Regice too. Now with all of that said, I could actually raise Regirock's level. I just don't want to though. I'm just going to be a coward about it, I think. Wow, I really hope I haven't messed something up here. Let me double check that Azelf's on full life. Okay, good. And that I've got Flame Orb. Good, okay. This Fling burns Regirock, and I have to Protect. Then hopefully Raikou faints here. Good. Even if Regice survives this, it'll be in Thunderbolt range. Okay, good. Go for the sub. The 1v1 with Regirock I'm fine with playing out. Do I try and win? I just need a Thunderbolt crit. On one of these turns. I'll do it for 1 or 2 rest cycles. It's possible that Regirock avoids a crit for like 13 turns here. Okay, since it's dodged that many times, I do need to worry a little bit about having enough PP to win. Now, Hammer Arm is 5 PP after I factor in Pressure. Curse is 10 and Rest is 10. Yeah, I think I have to be boring then. I need to wait for it to run out of PP on its other moves. Now it wastes all of its rest PP. I just need a little bit of protect at the end. Actually out of PP now, but I'll kill it. I wonder if it was even worth doing that. So I spent 30 CP lowering their levels. I bought Flame Orb, and I healed. That's like 50. So this was only just worth it, right? 7, yeah, okay. If I have to heal Zapdos's PP, it wouldn't even have been worth it. This looks like a really easy match. It's Amphi. Okay. Well, there's no priority moves here. I explode. I Destiny Bond. I win. Just need to check I've got enough PP to do that. In fact, Gengar can explode here if I'm out of PP. No, we're doing fine. do this before I need to remind myself. Now the opening geo here look really easy to take out. Is it Mr. Mime? It's soundproof, it's not even a filter. I can just attack that, right? Can I kill that at level 55? It might survive, I guess. Do I go for the kill on Mr. Mime? It is better to let Gengar faint, probably. I'll leave it in the hands of fate, whether or not Zapdos gets a full paralysis here. Set for 21 IV trainer. This is looking a lot like a Lychee Berry Explode from Azelf to me. I can cover the kill on Tyranitar with Shadow Ball. I think that's correct. So that's a Citrus Berry buy. I can raise the level of Houndoom and Vaporeon. I think Houndoom might be forced to use Sunny Day, but that's fine. Then we need to buy a Citrus Berry so we don't die to sand. So I do need potential assistance here on Tyranitar. You get the clean, okay, that's impressive itself. Probably a product of 21 IVs. This could be Sunny Day. This has got a lax in sense, I know it does. I think what I'll do is... if I explode and also Destiny Bond in the same turn, I'll cover for it missing. I'll follow that up with another Destiny Bond. If it misses Blizzard, that's fine. Alligator's going to attack, that's not a problem. I might want to leave Alligator at level 50 though, because Zapdos can OHKO it at level 50. The Glalie level does not really matter. Obviously fainting if I hit it. I'm going to keep Alligator at level 50. So I can OHKO with the Zapdos. No miss is good. Simplifies the match. And it's more castle points. That's an Aero 4. There's another 21 IV. What is this chain of 21 IV trainers? Porygon Z4. $80. I think I do get you because you're a 21 IV Aerodactyl. Not worried. And Gengar can explode on Blissey, that's fine. Plenty of PP remaining, not an issue. Yes, we do one. Dragonite 1, Dragonite 4. Chogekiss. Looks like another really easy game. Put wise glasses on, but I can Destiny Bond you. I'm not too worried about the heat wave situation. You are still slower. After all. don't think Gengar can explode now that I've leveled you up though. That's the only point. This is like the third time that you've appeared in about 10 games, Gallade 1. It's Raichu 2, I think, which has the focus band. Tiny bit awkward with the Laxin Sen situation. I can cover it. Perhaps what I should be doing though is... I don't want to explode on the last two either though. Even if I force Claydol to dodge both explosions. I can wide lens explosion on the Azelf, and then the backup strat for that missing is that Gengar can also explode. That's very safe, that's a 1 in 1,000 loss. And actually, it's not even a loss if Raichu's item doesn't activate. I will need a Lychee Berry though if I'm going to level up the Claydol. Actually, no. Not you. You become faster than Gengar. That was almost a mistake. Not you. You're left alone. You're jolly. It's not Absol, it's not Absol, it's Weavile. I know it is. I've almost made that mistake before. It looks like quite a straightforward final game. I just have to make sure I cover the Weavile situation with a double Select Berry. First Select to make sure that Azelf doesn't get taken out before it explodes on Jinx, and the second Select to make sure I Destiny Bond Weavile if it gets to Bright Powder Miss. That leaves a Lapras Zapdos 1v1, which is actually not good news for me. That is not good news. I would still lose. Plan 2, then. Drop the level of Weavile. Zelf explodes normally. Gengar explodes with a Lychee Berry to take out Lapras. Could Lapras survive? Oh, no. Lapras has got Ice Shard. Okay. New plan. Azelf gets healed and protects on turn 1. Gengar explodes. And then Azelf explodes. I think that always wins. The only issue I will have is that if Azelf gets a 1% miss on Weavile, after Gengar gets a 1% miss on Weavile, Azelf's explosion won't kill Lapras then. I guess because of that I can't raise Lapras's level. Yeah, you've got 237 HP. I'm not raising your level. So quick Clawed. It's fine. I only need 1 explosion PP. Gengar's exploding, but it's faster, right? I do not need anything special to take out Jinx, I just need to explode. If I hit Weavile, it's dead. Zapdos needs 1 Protect PP this battle, and it's got it. Let me double check that I did drop the Weavile level. I did, and I left Lapras alone, that's good. All of that preparation for Bright Powder, and then I hit anyway. What did I start on today? I've actually just completely forgotten. I think I'm back to the CPI. Maybe a bit under what I started on today. It does go up and down a bit. That's just how it goes. I'm struggling with this streak at this point. The earlier losses just before 200 really have made the team drag. So I'm kind of, more than any other streak, I'm really forcing myself to play this at this point. So I'm trying to stagger it out over multiple days. It's rough because this team, I just lose if I make a mistake. It's instant loss. It's not like some of the others where you got a little bit of room for a comeback. You just lose. Yeah. But thanks for watching, everyone. I'll try try and get another stream in tomorrow. I might have a special stream tomorrow. We might not be doing Heart Gold temporarily. But we'll see. Thanks for watching, everyone.